It is not cute. I have to stop that right there. Yeah, I don't think I agree with that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I am actually going to be reacting to another video here on YouTube. Basically, if you didn't know, hello, my name is Marie and I am an aesthetic nurse. I have an Instagram account named Nurse Marie Beauty, and on there I share so many different informations on all of the different treatments that I do offer. And a very common question that I always get is the difference between lip flips and lip filler. So of course I did think of filming a video really explaining the two for you guys, but then I thought, why not make it a little bit more fun and kind of react to another video that's been already made. So if you want to know the difference between lip fillers and lip flips, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So I will have the video linked down below in the description box. I believe her name is Sarah. Let's just go ahead and start watching it right away.
Anatomy. Ugh. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Sarah, and today we're gonna talk about filler. It's just us girls, and we're sitting down and talking about filler and Botox, specifically lip filler and lip Botox. I've had both done in the past. I've tweeted about it before, but I wanted to do a video to talk about my experience with it, the differences, the pros and cons, and if you're considering injectables, which one would be right for you. To those that are new to, I guess, the injectables world, lip filler is basically a hyaluronic acid that is injected underneath your skin. There are a lot of different brands of it. Juvederm is the one that I went with, and its main function is just to increase volume in specific parts of the face. So some people have it done in the chin, some people have it done in the cheek, some people have it done in the nose even. When I first got it done, I went for 0.7 milliliters, which is a little.
Right away, can I just say I do like that explanation that she did give. Since we're talking about what fillers are, I think I'm going to give you guys just a little bit more input on that because I really want you guys to understand the difference. So it really says it in the name. So we use fillers in order to fill in certain areas that we will be injecting, whereas Botox does not fill anything in, it doesn't give volume, it really just relaxes the muscle that we are injecting. So that really is the difference between the two.
A little bit less than what people usually go for. Typically it would be around 1 to 2 milliliters, and I believe the price, depending on
I have to stop that right there. When we are injecting lips, never inject more than 1 ml at a time. If you are thinking of getting them done and you go see a nurse or a doctor and they recommend that we start injecting 2 mLs the first time, that is a red flag. To be honest, with my patients, I only inject half a syringe at a time. It's really important that you go gradual when injecting in your lips, and you do not want to be injecting more than 1 syringe at a time. That is really the max.
Location you go to and which doctor is around $300 to $600, but I think the prices might have increased since then because it's gotten so much more popular. But the reason why I went for
if you are in Montreal, I am having a promotion right now for lip fillers. For half a syringe, it is $350 instead of $400. So I thought I would just mention that here since you did mention the prices.
0.7 is because I'm not trying to get like the reality TV show huge lips. I just wanted a little bit of a plump. Like after you eat spicy food and your lips get really big, like that was what I was going for. So to that degree, I had a little bit of bruising. It took about 2 weeks to see the final results. It was very swollen during my healing, but overall I had a really great experience. I really loved how it changed my face.
That is very important what she just said. So after you do get lip fillers, your lips will be swelled, and now I believe she said it lasted her 1 or 2 weeks, but I mean typically it won't last more than 72 hours. I would say some people it even goes away after only 24, and so that really is a difference between lip flip and lip fillers. Lip fillers, your lips will be swelled after getting them done, but using lip flip, your lips will not be swelled.
Especially in the top lip, I really like a big top lip, which might not be a popular opinion. People like to do the 50-50, but I just like a big top lip, but anyway.
I have to correct that right there. This is also something that a lot of people get wrong. You never want your top and bottom lip to be 50-50. Never. I can be walking in the street and I'll look at people's lips, or even just on social media, I'll see this a lot. You never want them to be half-half. The objective of fillers is to enhance your natural beauty, not change them. Naturally, your bottom lip will always be 2/3 bigger than your top lip. You don't want to change that. We want to keep that the same, but we just want to enhance them. So I just thought I'd mention that quickly because it is very important. When you're having your consultation with your injector one day and she is telling you that, we're trying to make them half and equal, just stop her right there. First of all, that is just another red flag. You do not want them to be equal.
Anyway, I feel like it balanced my face a lot more, and I'm a huge fan of like small little refinements that really pull the face together. But anyway, great experience, and about a year later, most of it dissolved, which is usually what happens. The filler, because it's foreign, even though it's not toxic to you, it's just hyaluronic acid, but it does get metabolized because it's a foreign substance. So
I just want to explain that really quickly. I find it very interesting that she did say that, but I just want to touch on it a little bit more. Dermal fillers are made of hyaluronic acid. If you don't know what that is, basically we already have it in us. My favorite face cream actually has hyaluronic acid in it because it basically promotes hydration. So that's what dermal fillers are. They are hyaluronic acid. So what happens is that your body naturally dissolves it on its own. Lip fillers will last 6 to 8 months. I wouldn't say more than that, to be honest. Fun fact, it is actually impossible to be allergic to lip fillers because you already have it in you.
Once it gets metabolized, the volume decreases significantly, but you still probably won't end up with the original size because the trauma of injecting something into underneath the skin typically will create a little bit of volume from the collagen because your body is creating collagen to protect that area from the trauma. So by the end of it, I still had a little bit of a volume increase. After it's been mostly dissolved,
I want to say that that is true, but it is very minimal. It's like almost close to nothing. So I don't know if this is the same effect for everyone, but this is making me think that if I get lip fillers after, let's say, 6 to 8 months, the filler will have gone away, but my lips will still be plump because of the collagen that was produced, but it's really minimal. I don't want you to think that you'll still have full lips once the fillers have dissolved.
I went back in for another session. I was ready for a little bit more volume, and I feel like if you're trying to, especially if you have naturally thin lips, I feel like that's the way to go. Like slowly build up to the volume you want. Don't rush it, because if you go too much too fast, chances are there isn't enough space and it could actually migrate, spill over, and you end up with like a lip filler stash that you might see sometimes on Instagram. And again, that session,
that is lip filler migration. So that is when the filler is not well injected, and basically the filler that's in your lips will migrate into your upper lip. And that is something that we need to do corrections on from other people that have injected my patient. And yeah, that is not something you want to have because it is not cute.
also went really well. I put half in the top lip and half in the bottom lip. This is what my lips look like after 0.7 milliliter, and this is what my lips look like after 1 milliliter. And about like 8 months after that, most of it was gone again. But again, this time I was also left with a little bit of extra volume. At this point, this is what my lips look like. And I was looking at my videos and watching myself talk. I realized that when I pout and I'm not smiling or talking, I love the size of my lips, but when I start talking, my upper lip kind of flips in like that. I'm sorry, I already have the Botox done, so like I can't really show you right now.
Okay, so to show you guys, I found an old clip of me and my lips are huge in this. This is freshly after filler, but you can still see that when I smile or when I talk, the top lip gets a lot thinner.
That's actually very common in a lot of people, and that is when lip Botox came in and I started researching it. It's also called a lip flip. For those that are new to Botox, it's something that can relax a certain muscles. The same concept as why I use my gua sha all the time on my jaw, on my forehead. It's to relax certain muscles, but a gua sha obviously is not precise enough or strong enough to do something like an instant lip flip. And that's
a lot of people think that they can really get little lifts using gua sha. That is really a temporary effect. I know that's not the point of today's video, but I just want to say right away that gua shas are very overhyped right now.
very overhyped.
And you will not get long-term effects. After doing it 100 times, yes, you might see a difference then, but I mean, if you look in the mirror 15 minutes later, it will be gone. But anyway, we won't get into that in today's video.
Botox comes in. So it relaxes certain muscles to prevent dynamic wrinkles, but there are also a lot of other uses, including the lip flip. You can also use Botox to fix gummy smiles, and there isn't that much information out there. I feel like a lot of Instagram images of before and afters of lip Botox doesn't really give you a good idea of what it actually does. Picture of like relaxed lips, which typically looks the same. The before and after isn't very dramatic, which I feel like could push a lot of people to opt for filler instead of lip Botox. Lip Botox relaxes these muscles right here.
I do just want to say right away, because she just mentioned it, is that yes, that is one thing that I'll say right away. Doing the lip flip, the results are very, very minimal. And I think I'll get into this more later on in the video when I really give you my thoughts on the two and which one I do prefer you guys doing. But that is one thing that I'll say is yes, they are very, very minimal.
With a little bit of a pout, but just on the top lip. And after I got it done, I was so shocked. There are a lot of risks that are associated with Botox. One is you need to go to a very good injector because they need to really understand the anatomy of your face. And when
very important, always choose your injector right.
Here to do a lip flip, what it can actually do is literally flip your lips out a little bit. So it relaxes your top lip so that your top lip still has a little bit of a pout even if you're talking or smiling. And to demonstrate this to you, here are some examples of a couple celebrities that I suspect has had the lip Botox. This is just my opinion, don't sue me. But Bella Hadid, when she was younger, when she smiles, you can see that her top lip is very, very thin. Whereas now, even when she smiles, her top lip is still flipped out, and that's not something that you can achieve typically just with filler. So I really think,
I don't know if I agree with that. I'm not saying she didn't get lip flip done, but I don't agree that you can't achieve that with fillers. Yeah, I don't think I agree with that.
that she had Botox. She probably had Botox in other areas of her face as well, but that is something that stood out to me. That instead of getting filler, because filler just increases the volume, which isn't necessarily what I wanted anymore. I just wanted my top lip to be relaxed. So that is the reason why I will probably not go back to lip filler. That's not to say that if you do want lip filler that you shouldn't get lip filler, but I think the lip flip is a very good option for people like me and Bella Hadid who might have that curved in lip when they smile or talk. So to summarize, little old Sarah Chung's opinion, lip filler. Pros. Filler typically lasts a little bit longer at around 6 to 8 months. If you don't like it, you can dissolve it right away. You can go back to the clinic and they can inject a solution that can dissolve that filler right away.
That is hyaluronidase, and exactly. So for fillers, there is a way of going back.
A very dramatic effect, and you're basically guaranteed a volume increase. Cons, it might migrate, and when it does, it might look very botched. It's a lot more noticeable, so I feel like people can get away with Botox, get it done.
So just very important, that is why you should really choose your injector right. If you choose the right person, that should not happen.
And not tell anyone. Whereas filler, you're swollen and bruised for a while, it's really hard to hide. It's also the more
Fun fact, I have never bruised any of my patients, not even one. So I really don't understand how every time that I've seen people either on YouTube or just people that I know that I've gotten them done from other people, and they are always bruised. It's just, I don't understand how I have not bruised not one person. I know some people might not believe me because of how that just doesn't make sense, because literally I've seen so many people being bruised, but I haven't bruised anyone. So it just shows how important it is, I don't know, to choose your injector right. I mean, if the person bruises you, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It'll go away in a couple of days, but I guess that is just something little to think of.
Expensive option. Botox, typically a little bit cheaper. It gives you a much more natural look. Cons, doesn't last as long. It usually lasts about 3 months. It cannot.
Okay, so I have to I need to clarify that. First of all, yes, lip flip will be much cheaper than getting lip fillers done, because basically, like I mentioned before, so right now I am doing half a syringe of lip fillers for $350. If you want to get some lip flip done, it's only $40. Which is crazy, right? But now let me explain to you why it's so much cheaper. First of all, when it comes to Botox, we pay per unit. So basically it's $10 per unit. To do Botox in your lips, I only use 4 units, and I'll explain to you why I only use 4 in a minute. But basically 4 times 10, $40. Now she did say that lip flip should last you some people say, you know, like 2 to 3 months. Some people even say 3 to 4, but that is false. I am here to tell you that it is going to last much less than that. Basically, we use the same Botox that we use, let's say, in our forehead. We'll use the same Botox to put it in the lips. The difference is that the way that your body eliminates the Botox is by how much you use that muscle. I don't know how many times during the day I will, you know, move these muscles, but I mean, not that much, unless I'm really like engaging in a very, you know, strong conversation with someone. But when it comes to my lips, I am talking, drinking, just all day long. So basically what that means is that the Botox that is injected in your muscle here is going to get absorbed and eliminated much more quick than Botox on other areas of your face. So basically what I'm trying to say is that lip flip will only last about 6 to 8 weeks. It will be much more cheap, but it does only last 6 to 8 weeks, which means that you do have to come back to see me more often. Another thing that I want to say is, yes, I will only use 4 units of Botox when I am doing a lip flip, and that is because just like you would inject Botox other places, obviously when you are injecting this product, you can't move the muscle, right? Well, think of it the same way as this muscle. So when you do inject Botox into this muscle right here, you are going to experience a harder time drinking from a straw, rinsing your mouth, even speaking and saying certain words. So that is why I inject the minimal amount. I only inject 1 unit right here, 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 and here. Some people will inject more. They'll inject 2 units, but then what happens is the patient will just have an even harder time doing those things that I mentioned. So I just prefer not to do that. But yeah, let's get back to the video.
Not be dissolved. If you don't like it, you just have to wait that 3 months for it to go away. I mean, this is true no matter what kind of injectables you're getting, but you need to make sure your doctor is very skilled and understands your facial anatomy, because if Botox migrates to a different area, it could really fuck up your smile. And lastly, Botox is not a solution for everybody. You might naturally have a smile that just doesn't curve in. So if you use lip Botox, it probably won't do much. And I just want to share this with y'all because that's one of the cosmetic treatments that I've had that felt the most worth it, and I really love my smile now. I'm really exposing all my business, so I hope you guys found this informative. If you've had this done, let me know what your experiences are or which one you prefer.
Okay, so that was super interesting, and I really do like the way that she explained the difference between them. So now I thought I would give you my final recommendation. So which one do I prefer? I definitely recommend getting lip fillers. Yes, I know the first thing that a lot of people think of is the price, but that's not the only thing you can think of. It might be a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. First of all, using fillers, you do have a way of going back, whereas Botox, you do not. So if you don't like it, you are stuck with it until it gets naturally dissolved into your body. Another thing is that with Botox, because it doesn't last as long, the maintenance of it is a lot higher, and at the end you end up spending the same amount of money, and if not more. For the first 2 to 3 days from getting lip fillers, you will have some side effects like some swelling and maybe some bruising, but I mean, it's really not that bad. All you have to do is apply some ice and take some Tylenol and you will be fine. When it comes to lip flip, you will be experiencing a harder time drinking from a straw, speaking, rinsing your mouth for 6 to 8 weeks. Basically, basically until the Botox does get dissolved into your body. Some people really don't mind it and other people really don't like that, so that really is something that can be personal for you to choose. And yeah, I think that's it. I think it really sums up the difference between the two. If there was something that I didn't mention in today's video, please leave me your questions down below in the comments. I will answer you. Like this video if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll just catch you guys in the next one. Bye!